Talk to you today about sitting down and standing up. Okay, it's something that I see on a daily basis that's impacting my clients as well as my athletes. It's important, right? We do it all the time. It's a repetitive range of motion, and when we learn things and when we try to program our firing sequences for our muscle fibers so that they operate at maximum efficiency, right? That's what we're doing at the gym. We're training our muscles to say, hey, Mr. Muscle, you need to fire before muscle 2, which fires before muscle 3 whenever I'm doing this particular sequence so that I can be most effective and powerful with my movements, right? So we should try to translate that into real world, right? When we're at the gym, that's what our objective is. We want to try to take real world movements and simulate them in the gym so that our body mechanics and our performance outside of the gym are better, right? I mean, yes, we want to have the six-pack abs, we want to tone up, we want to lose weight. That's a given, right? And that comes as a byproduct of trying to increase our performance, right? So today's topic is sitting down, standing up. Most of us have, for a very long time, had a bailout point when they're sitting down, standing up. Now, I'm going to try to flip this camera over mid-video. That's not going to happen. So we're going to just kind of point it right over here so that I can show you what I'm talking about. Here we go. We're online. So what happens is, for however long we've come home from work, right? And we're like, oh man, what a long day. We find a spot to sit down and bloop, we plop down. When it's time to get up, hands go to the knees, we drive up hard just like that. So what we've effectively done is detrained ourselves to have strength in our range of motion from right about here, whatever your bailout point is, and then going down, okay? So for some of you, when you find this box, we call it box squatting, to sit on, it could be a radiator, it could be a chair, it could be a bench, whatever it is that you can sit on and be at about 90, right, when we're sitting down. Eventually we're going to lower that, but that'll come later. So in the beginning, I want you to just start with box squats. We're going to do 60 seconds, okay, and we're going to do 3 rounds. 60 seconds on, 30 seconds off, 3 rounds total. That's your homework for the day, right? We're going to start from the standing position. You can put your arms out here if it helps you, if you're struggling with balance. I'd like to see you be up here. That's going to streamline your spine and help you stack your spine in a neutral position. So we're here, shoulder width apart, toes pointed straight ahead, head up, chest up. We're going to squat down nice and slow. As we go down, knees drive out, right? We're going to touch our butt, and we're going to stand back up. What's probably going to happen is you're going to hit that bailout point wherever you've been bailing for however many years, and you're just going to drop. That's okay, right? Try to resist that for as long as you can until you get to the bottom. Ideally, you want to just control it, touch, and go. All right? Resist as long as you can. Once you get down here, on the way back up, you're probably going to have to rock to get up, and that's okay too. Just try to minimize it, right? So our objective, driving these out as we squat, touch the butt, boom. 60 seconds, 30-second rest, 3 rounds total, right? If we come and we plop, that's okay, and we got to rock to get up, that's okay too. Try to minimize it, right? What we're doing here is we're strengthening up our range of motion in our squat, okay? Eventually we'll start working into squat depth, which is going to incorporate some mobility work. Most of us are going to be super tight in the hips from the extended period of time that we've been plopping, getting up and out of our chairs. We also might have some external rotation mobility issues. We could also be tight in the ankles. We could also be suffering from some thoracic mobility issues. So there are a multitude of things, that could prevent us from doing a full depth squat. Don't concern yourself with that right now. What I want you to focus on today and every day for the rest of your life, we're going to make it a habit to not plop anymore, right? When we find a chair to sit down, I don't care if you're at work, if you're at the bar, or if you're at home, right? If you find somewhere and you're going to sit down, control your body to the seat. And when it's time to get up, get your weight centered so you can drive hard from the heels to the top of the position, okay? No more blopping. What's going to happen is you're going to continue to detrain yourself. You're going to get weaker and weaker. Your mobility is going to get worse and worse. And that supple little stuff we used to do when we were kids, where we drop down and we hang out in this position, becomes extremely difficult to do. And you're probably like, oh yeah, man, I'm like umpteen million years old and I can't do a full depth squat. Like, that's normal, right? When we're old, we just can't do stuff anymore. That's hogwash. You can't do it because you stop doing it and your body forgets, right? But we can fix it. We can remind it how to move again. But it takes practice. So homework, 3 60-second rounds, 30-second rest, okay? Get some good hip flexor stretching in. If you don't know what that is, let us know. We can provide some stretches. As always, like, subscribe, comment, let us know. Have a good day.